Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Gardella, and I am going to say something that is going to be very unpopular. Everybody is lying. Do it better. I recently did a speaking gig for a local chamber of commerce here in the greater Bucks County area, where I shared this very sentiment with my audience. And I started out saying that I am one of the few authors that can stand up and say, honestly, I am not a New York Times bestselling author, nor am I an Amazon bestselling author. Have you noticed since COVID, everybody seems to be a bestselling author on Amazon? The truth is, they don't have massive sales. They were bestseller in their particular category the minute that their book hit. They took some pictures of it and then fell off the face of the first page. Look it up. Try it on anyone that's claiming to be a best-selling Amazon author and just published their book. I think it's hysterical. Also, be careful of those that claim to be a New York Times best-selling author. There are websites like New York Times or York Times that have these lists that people can pay to be on that then claim that they are a New York Times best-selling author. Also, be careful. I know of a woman that goes around saying she is a New York Times best-selling author, yet she didn't write the book. The book was about her and her experience. Very different. And I believe that we really have to, especially in the world of digital marketing, watch our integrity with these things. I've noticed a lot of people suddenly claiming to have PhDs and doctorates from universities that I've never heard of. And shockingly, a lot of people are now business coaches or life coaches, having never owned a business, but claim that they have. It is really hard to teach someone to build a business if you've never built a business yourself. In fact, I would almost say it was impossible. So be careful with who you're working with. And lastly, I'll say that not every podcast is a #1 podcast. So when you see people announce that they have a #1 podcast and it's not on the #1 list, but shows up there for a little bit of time within the next couple of weeks, again, they're paying a lot of money for very sophisticated algorithm trickers, meaning that companies have ways to trick the algorithm to add comments, to add downloads to podcast episodes so that you are #1, #2 in the top 10. And then when you stop paying, you lose that spot. This all leads back to integrity of the internet. And I am really fond of saying that my integrity, passion, and expertise in digital marketing are disruptors. And that's becoming more and more prevalent as I've watched the number of best-selling authors, #1 podcasts, those that claim to have million-dollar businesses already, even though they just launched 2 weeks ago. It's really, and those that, of course, have claimed to have educational backgrounds from institutions that don't even exist. So we can do better. We can absolutely make sure that the work that we do is geared towards our ideal clients and that you're answering their questions and you're providing value. No one cares about all the fluff. It may get you an initial hit. If your mastermind group is in on this activity with you and they're the ones that are providing all the comments on all of your posts, backing all of this up, that's not authentic either, and it's not staying in integrity. So if you want to know how to do all this correctly, book a call with me. I'll put a link to my website is in my bio here on YouTube, and I can also put it in the comments. Commit to doing it better. Be who your ideal clients actually want to work with, and you will start to build your business. Again, don't worry about all the fluff. Until next time, this is Dr. Jen.